beautiful manifesting generators. This is for your reading for October 2023. It's interesting because I normally pull 3 cards. You guys got 4. We just go along with whatever God Spirit Universe is showing us through the cards. And it's been interesting. You're the final reading that I've been doing. I've gotten all the other ones done. And there's definitely been a theme going on. Um, and maybe I'll talk about that later. But for right now, just know that I want you to trust that whatever information I'm giving, you run with the things that resonates within your soul, not your mind. Your mind gets to play with this, but it's wherever your strategy and authority is, really wherever your authority is. Lean in on that as you're listening to. It's great practice for you to lean in on that area so that you can figure out what resonates with you for the October. So the first card is Gate 52, which I literally bursted out laughing because for a manifesting January, sitting still um, really isn't your jam. It's sitting still for you. It can feel like you know, it could feel like fingers on a chalkboard. It's it's brutal. But please understand that not only did you get that, but you also got the next card you got was Gate 9, which connects Gate 52. So you have a full channel coming on. So I want to talk to you about this channel. It's this idea that when you're calm and when you're grounded and when you are practice whatever it is that you need to be practicing for yourself to be grounded and still. And for some of you, if you have an undefined root center, what I would say is doing your grounding activities, going outside, being barefoot, wearing something red, doing your meditation in the mornings. Um, those are eating, grounding foods. That's going to be important for you for the month of October, because within being grounded and feeling that safety and security within yourself is you're going to have some small little snippets of like how to make something happen. So, whatever your dream is, if you're listening to this from the perspective of a business owner, or maybe you're looking at it from a perspective of family or career or health, however you're viewing this, please understand that when you take the time to focus, be present with it, and see the small little shifts and changes that should be happening in your world that you know are going to make the biggest impact, and then actually moving forward, taking small little shifts in it, is you're going to see a big impactful change. So this is a whenever we have gates, gate 50 52 9, it's kind of one of those gates that pulsates on and off. It isn't consistently on, but it's definitely going to show up and be consistent for you, which means that if anything feels off this month, what am I doing with my hair? If anything feels off for you this month, don't try to run in and fix it. Just be present enough with it. Allow yourself to even sit with it. Sit with the emotions that are coming up for you within whatever the situation might be, and allow that to just be without judgment. Not always easy. But within that, what's going to happen is you're going to have these small little sparks come out, and they're going to say, hey, Susie, go do this. And you're like, okay, I don't know why, but I feel this sense that I need to go over here and take care of this email right now. I'm just going to give you small examples. And you take care of that email, and all of a sudden you feel like, oh, I feel so much better. I've been sitting on that little thing to do for a really long period of time. And manifesting generators, sometimes you do that. Sometimes you skip over steps. So maybe some of you are going to be revisiting some steps that maybe you skipped over that you should have taken care of, but because in your busyness, it just didn't feel right in the moment. And there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. There's nothing wrong with you going back and taking care of things that might have been skipped over. That's how you're here to operate. Don't ever poo poo yourself for that. So that feels like you're beginning. Then you have gate 56. It comes off of the throat center. It's actually one of my favorite ones out of the throat center because it's a very embellished way that people speak. So you're going to have a different way that maybe you're going to hear what it is that needs to be shifted or changed. Or maybe you're going to speak it in a different way that lands for yourself or for other people who might be involved with whatever this shift is for you. Because again, hellish storyteller is the person who will say things or make up words or there's a few people who I know who have this gate that will say things to me that I've been saying to myself for years, but all of a sudden they'll put it in such a different format or different rotation of words that when they say it, it gets my attention and it lands. That's what's going to be happening for you, I think, in the month of October. You're going to have the ability to really have some fresh, new um, ways of communicating to self, to your team, and to other people that land so that people can understand that the shifts that are possibly taking place in the business or at your home or career or financial health, whatever it might be, that it's going to land and people are going to be like, oh, okay, cool. We're doing that now. Okay, awesome. And then your fourth card is gate 26 that comes out of the ego center. So this one is adapting your message, which is funny because it kind of goes along with what we were just talking about, the embellished storyteller. Um, you have the ability with this gate. It's actually a part of the clair olfactant, which means it's the sense of smell. Like you can kind of smell BS when BS needs to be called out. And when you speak with integrity, when you see that something needs to be shifted and that something needs to that the verbiage is important is what I think you're going to see, and that you're going to have that ability to land things differently so that people will see you more and will get into what it is that you're getting involved in more. You're going to have integrity all around you, and people are going to be able to hear what your message is. You may have an increase in sales, whatever it is that you are selling. We're always selling something, whether it's our belief systems, our products, our services, our home life. We're always trying to sell to other people. Like, this is what we really should be doing as a family, or this is what we should be doing in the company. You're going to have some ease and grace in that, I think is what it's saying. You're going to have the ease and grace because you're going to feel this pulsating of what needs to change. And then you're going to have the ease and grace to express that to the world because you have two very impactful ways of expression coming out. Wow, really incredible. Um, let's see what the animal guides want to say to summarize all of this. Mm. There was two. Sorry, I don't do two. I only do one. And I'll be curious to hear from any of you who email me back at the end of the month, right? With how this plays out for you. Okay. So you received Coyote Spirit, trust in divine detours. So I feel like what this is saying to you is we are still in the midst of a lot of retrogrades. And so what happens is sometimes we think one way and then all of a sudden something stops, causes you to sit still, which is your first two cards, causes you to sit still, says don't move on anything, don't jump over any steps. Let's take a look at this in a very divine timing kind of thing. Because as we all know, when you're a manifesting generator, you are not here to initiate anything. You're here to respond to your world. So when you can do that and trust that the divine timing of what this is going to be is going to come through for you, you're going to have so much more ease and grace with it. Sometimes it's interesting. I'm going to share a story of another manifesting generator. She might listen to this video, but she had some circumstances at a job, and that job, she broke away from that job. And because she broke away from it, she actually ended up opening up doors away from her career, but into her relationships. And she met somebody, which is interesting because she never would have met that person had she continued on with this job that was making her absolutely miserable, which was a heck no for her. And so when she dropped that, instantaneously, within a couple of weeks, she found someone who she made a deep connection with. And so to me, that is what this divine timing is like sometimes when a door is closing or when you're being asked to be still and just take a moment to like feel the sense of security, even when the security is not there, that what happens is you pop open the next door that's always available to us. Always. We always have new potential and new asks and new manifestations that we're working through. Always, 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 every day. It's very exciting. So when you are having something that maybe you're tripping up over and you're needing to pause, just know that it is a divine timing pause. It is a pause that's telling you, maybe not, this isn't the best time for you to move forward on this. So keep going in a different trajectory and realize that whenever you figure it out, you're going to have the ability to express it in ways that land for people, that increase whatever it is that you're wanting to increase in your life: love, romance, money, health. You're going to have that ability to do that in October. So just don't get too caught up in when things are pausing for you manifesting generators, because it can feel uncomfortable. Instead, embrace the divine timing and say that to yourself. For some reason, the divine timing isn't right on this yet. So let me just go into my solitude. Let me go into my sitting still. Let me just be the observer of the small, minute details, which is not normally how I operate, nor do I need to. But in this moment, I do. And let's figure out why. Oh, because now I'm going to have a new way of communicating to people so that my message lands for them, which increases whatever it is that I'm desiring to increase. Okay, I think I summarized it pretty well. All right, enjoy your October, manifesting generators. Until next time.